Before we introduce ourselves, I want to ask you guys one important question. How many of you have camped or have done outdoor activities within the past 5 years? A fair amount of you. This correlates to what we're going to be specifically talking about. I'm John Dixon. I'm a undergraduate senior accounting and finance concentration under the business administration major.
I'm Jasmine Walker. I just received my MBA 2 weeks ago, and I got my undergrad here for finance and economics.
Hi everyone, I'm Madal Mansour, a software engineering graduate student. This is my second semester at the university.
All right, and our team is C++ Gets Degrees. And so our chatbot today is called Camp Me. Millions of people go camping to experience that outdoor life and to add some adventure to their life. And according to this graph, from the spring of 2008 and the spring of 2016, approximately 40 million people have gone camping or done hiking, backpacking, which just definitely shows how many people are interested in these outdoor activities.
When it specifically came to this, it came down to 3 specific criteria we really wanted to hit. Number 1 is how it relates to you. Number 2, how could it relate to potential businesses that would like to use our services? And number 3, how useful of a technical aspect could it be? Currently, I'm going to start off with a sales analysis that we've specifically done to kind of figure out which type of company would like to use us. When it came to really narrowing it down, the scope of like where this app would be used, we figured we might as well go big, and people typically like to buy wholesale at one single place. Think of Walmart, think of Target, think of Kmart. They're still around, they look like they're from the 70s. But when it came to buying things, people like to do it all at once. They like the ease of access, and it's extremely important that that is maintained. We specifically want to do Cabela's, Pro Bass Shop, those specific types of businesses where outdoor goods are sold, and they're sold in large amounts, and they're often pretty expensive. And when it comes to this app, it'll help you specifically tailor what you need, and it'll educate you further if you need any assistance. We also wanted to talk about the financial aspects, because this is a very big industry, and the amount of people that raise their hand is definitely significant. When it comes to the industry as a whole, there was this specific document from 2012 that talked about, it was called the economic recreation type of thing. And it came to $646 billion spent in 2012 alone when it came to figuring out how much is specifically spent on outdoor materials. 120 billion of that also went towards equipment itself. The rest were all travel costs. And when it comes to Cabela's, the main reason why we would focus on larger businesses is because of their net revenue. They had $4 billion in 2015 alone in net profit after deducting costs and everything when it came to their businesses. And we really want to appeal to businesses such as those to be able to educate as many people as possible. And I'd like to tell you a little bit of a story, actually 2. A former friend of mine who I no longer talk to, her father disappeared while camping and hiking. And it really hit home to me, and when we were thinking about ideas, I figured, you know what? Saving human lives should be the #1 priority besides stockholders' trends. But the other story is I actually travel a lot, and I drove across the country and I went to the Grand Canyon. And my buddy actually wanted to go all the way to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, and we didn't have any gear. So that's one of the reasons why I want to explain this all to you. When it came to getting materials on this, from 1992 to 2007, 439 cases of search and rescue were ordered through the Sheriff's Service in federal parks throughout the whole country. And given that the states are mainly forested and camping is such a big thing around here, it is definitely important that this relates to everyone in this room. When it came to fatalities, there was 2,659 fatalities. And that's just on record. And when it also came to injuries, 24,288 people were injured, seriously, and that's a lot of medical bills right there. When it came to emergency rescue services, this is all on the taxpayer dime, by the way. $10,000 per day were used for helicopters. $500 is typically used to get an ambulance to and from the hospital. And when it came to net costs for taxpayers, it was $58,573,264.
And so because of that, we knew that we had to come up with a chatbot that will address those emergency situations. So there's information overload. it's difficult for people to gather the most important information while they go outdoors. It creates confusion. It's too complex. And the information is not readily available sometimes. And so Camp Me's purpose, we want to provide the users with the essential camping information that is pertinent to their survival. So Camp Me is going to efficiently deliver the important camping information. It's going to deliver concise information for the user, and it's going to provide safety precautions for the campers as they go out on their trips. And then it's also going to give tips to enhance the camping experience. So whether that's, you can have a campfire here, you can go hiking over then in that mountain over there, things like that to just enhance the experience for the user.
So from the technology side, I have used the two tools. First one is API.ai that is recently launched by Google company. I use it to create the bot. And after that, I used Slack platform because I found it easy, and due to the time constraint, it saves time and it's easy to use. But generally, the bot can be integrated into different platforms like Facebook Messenger, Twitter, and Slack, as you can see here. So now I will have a live demonstration. Okay, so I just typed hi. It says like, hi, I'm a test chatbot, as you see here on the screen. And let me just ask him. Okay. So here I'm just asking for I have questions like for my upcoming camping trip. So here it says, hello, I'm a chatbot and I can help to find answers to some of your questions. Let me just ask, what do I need for my camping trip? So the Camp Me chatbot answers like, click on the following camping checklist. So this is a checklist, so the user can find all the needed equipment for the camping trip. Another question. So what about a first aid kit? So the Camp Me chatbot said, yes, this is one of the most important things to bring with you when you are going camping. So this is also a checklist of all what needed to bring for the first aid kit.
When it came to a lot of this information, we actually looked up the U.S. Forest Service website. They have a lot of information on that website when it comes to like preparation, and a lot of stuff you have to keep in mind is wilderness, like animals, that type of situation, weather conditions.
So with regards of food, what I need to bring when camping. So I just want to ask, food. Staying for 2 days. Okay. So make sure you pack food for 3 meals a day, and also bring some snacks like fruits, granola bars, marshmallow. So do pack too much food and bring lots of water. Okay, I guess I want to make it too boring, so thanks. Enjoy your trip. Goodbye. Okay.
And we'll jump back.
And just to briefly talk about our business plan and how we're going to implement Can't Me, we would want to, as John talked about, we would want to integrate it into the customer support system of a major retailer for those outdoor utilities such as Probass, you have Dick's Sporting Goods, and Cabela's, as we've talked about. And that will be important so that we can educate the consumers, so that we can decrease the amount of search and rescue operations. It will save the taxpayers money. And our number one priority, it will save lives. And just to conclude, only Can't Me can help us save lives. So